Hi, just a short video to make sure that everyone knows how to check the correct quiz answers. Each week after the quiz deadline, the correct answers become available for you to see. And you definitely should be looking at those answers each week to make sure that you're understanding what you missed and why, and going through those things because the lessons of the course are cumulative and your final exam is also cumulative as a result. So when you're logged into Blackboard, you can see I'm just on the student preview mode right here because normally I wouldn't have grades, but when you're logged in, you'll always see the My Grades link over here. And if you go and click that, it should bring you to your grades. Here we go. And then you see the list of things. Again, this is just my preview. I didn't do quiz 1 in the student preview and so on. But I'm going to use the example of quiz 3 to show you how to do this. So if you click right here on the name quiz 3, it brings you to this screen where normally you'd have your calculated grades over here on the right side. Well, you can see that I turned mine in late. I did my attempts late, and that was because I didn't plan to make this video until after it was already due, so that I wasn't showing you the correct answers before then. But again, so for you, once it's late, if you have a gold circle with an exclamation point, it's not going to count for you. That attempt is not going to go towards your grade because at that point the answers were already available for people to see. But normally you'd have your grade over here, whatever. If the second grade was an 80, you could click on that grade number, like I'm going to click on this exclamation point, and then it will bring you to the page where you see the quiz again, and you see the answers that you put, and you see the correct answers, right? So when I went through this quiz, I did some correct, some incorrect to show the examples. You can see over here, it makes it pretty clear that you got it incorrect. In the case of a question like this, it also makes it clear that you got it incorrect by putting an X next to your selected answer. So this is the selected answer. Here were the answer choices, and it's got the check mark next to the correct answer, right? Same thing here. You can see that you got 10 points for getting that correct. You get a check over here, and you see that the checks for the selected answer and the correct answer are the same in this case. And so most every question is like that, but I did want to show the multiple answer questions because in some cases it's not clear to people when they have the multiple answer questions incorrect. It will show you again that you didn't get the credit over here, but let's say I had answered anger and depression, right? I could have two checks for my selected answers instead of the check and the X that you see here. But you can see that below with the answer choices, they have 4 checks, right? So when you're looking for the correct answers, you want to make sure that you're always looking at the total number of correct answers that were checked off on those multiple answer questions, so that you know. And if you didn't choose anxiety, you can go back and read up on anxiety or look through the slides to see why you may have missed that. Okay, so again, you can go through every week after the due date and see what those correct answers were. And typically when people email me about their quizzes, they say, oh, I did the quiz twice. I got the same grade or I got a worse grade the second time and I don't know why. And again, if you go through your 2 different attempts, you might start to see, oh, well, I thought that I had this one incorrect, so I changed my answer on it the next time. But then sometimes what happens is that you also ended up changing another answer. So sometimes, especially if you're not taking the approach of like writing down every question and answer choice every single time of the 2 attempts that you do, then you're not always going to know why you got the same grade or a lower grade on the second attempt. But you can always go through both attempt answers and take a look at it. So just one more time real quick, that's My Grades. Click on the name of the thing, of the quiz that you want to look at and click on your calculated grade number over there to get to the correct answers. Blackboard is a little finicky about this, so sometimes if you're not in the Firefox browser, it's not going to show it to you. At any point, if you want to see the correct answers and you can't seem to get to it through that way that I just showed you, definitely send an email. Let me know what you're seeing and where the problem may be happening, and we'll troubleshoot that for you. Because again, it's important to look at the correct quiz answers every week after the deadline. Whenever you look at the correct quiz answers and you don't know why, you still don't know why you missed one, definitely send me an email. Post to the office hours post to the discussion board of office hours here. Either way is good for me, right? And I can take a look, answer your questions, try to explain things to you.